Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian investment trader known as Fijian traders. This is Mr. Singh. NIO, ticker symbol NIO. What a day. From the get-go, from the market open, unfortunately it came low and it was bashing all the way today. Even though after market we did made some recovery all the way to right now sitting at $5.44. But before, on the technical side, earnings is coming up, folks. What are we looking at? What are the key things? Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad? So don't go anywhere because we're gonna cover that on this video, because the earning is tomorrow when the market opens up and we gotta be ready, right? I have still invested the same shares. I have it. I still have my long-term um, option call also over there for 2025 or for a $10 mark, right? But this stock is way above on that $10 in my book. So further ado, let's talk on the fundamental side, right? What are we looking? So delivery, a little bit more on depth on the earnings coming up, right? What are the key things? I'm not gonna go all this year, except the additional exceeded our model projection was 47,000 to 47,717, right? Where the delivery numbers rose to 25% yearly. So it's been doing it. It's been raising. It's going above board from year to year, right? On the flip side, right? Everything, like I said, everything which I discussed in the previous video, still have it, right? Delivery comprised of 12,080 premium smart electric SUVs, whereas 5,600 sedans on the quarter of 2023. So this is just the quarter numbers. On the flip side, NIO has been struggling with high selling general administrative expense due to the increase of personal costs related to the sales functions and raises sales on the marketing activities. So we got to keep an eye, because if you don't, and I mentioned it on my previous videos, all the videos, that they gotta control the operating expense. They all fall under the operating expense of a company. If they don't control it, it's gonna be very high on that, right? So investors, we know it is an issue, but we're gonna, on this call coming up, we want to know on the earnings coming up that what NIO is going to do, what Lee William is going to do in order to minimize that. I know they did some employee reduction as well, but what are the, in terms of manufacturing costs, they're going to reduce on that. Also, NIO's stock is hitting new low of 52s. What is going on, right? So a little bit more depth on it, right? NIO is scheduled for the fourth quarter results before the market opens up on the Tuesday, as I mentioned, and is expected to report a loss of 51 cents per share, according to the estimates from Mizama report. But if we reduce this stock is going to be ripping. It's not. It's going to be up, right? I'm not saying ripping all the way to $20, but it's going to be over $6 to $7 if we beat that, right? And plus, we're going to know the operating expense, how much is going to be the reduction of the operating expense that Mr. Lee William is about to do. NIO beats, last quarter, NIO beats the ESP estimate, but missed the analysis expectation in the top line, right? Right. What's the expansion going on? What's on the Europe market? What's the battery swap station? What is the growth level on that, right? Where the new, are we going any new Europe countries, or how's the expansion is going on? So are the key things they're gonna look at it. I'm very confident they're gonna beat the estimates, but the expansion and operating costs gotta be the two key things, right? So JP Morgan already downgraded the shares in 2024. Analysis of Muson also cut price of from $18 to $15 this year. With the negative analysis of recent months, NIOSTOCK is our current price target of NIO is $24.09. NIO reportedly figures the monthly basics, and EV already has reported the fourth quarter delivery of 50,000, over 50,000, up to 25% over year basis. The NIO has reported delivery of $10,000 vehicles in January, and Friday said is on the Friday, as I mentioned in my previous video on the weekend, that it was 8,132, was down from 33% from year to year. So key things we gotta look at it also coming up, right? This is some kind of we know. Okay, so I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. We know the earnings coming up. Well, the key things we're gonna look at it is how they're gonna operate, operating costs, right? How they're gonna reduce the manufacturing costs, how they're gonna be advertising these the ET9 vehicle coming up. So those are the key things is where you could look at an expansion of battery swap station. What was the advancement they're gonna do it? So the very key investors are locked in. We know that they're gonna beat the estimates, but what are they going to be developing, right? And the key things also, Belgium and Detroit Chinese EV innovation speed smashed the tariff barriers and evade US auto sector. What does it look like? US EV markets are beating their Western counterparts in their race of release of the new car models. Unprecedented demonstration of a production of yet another worry sign for USA automakers. The continued fear of a day Chinese EV brands start flooding in American market. We know NIO is not here yet. Just imagine if NIO is over here. Just imagine the thought, right? This is my thought. I'm just sharing it, right? What if NIO comes in and all these gas stations change into a battery swap stations? Just a theory like that. I know it's not gonna happen. Maybe happen. If it doesn't, well, just imagine that happen, right? All the gas stations change into a battery swap station. But NIO has to be a very leading factor in order to do that. So also, while Tesla sells most of the electric companies in US, quarterly trumped by Chinese company, some of their omens ahead of Chinese EV makers are at their lower price. So we know NIO has reduced price. We know XPeng, Li Auto, they all are cutting their price to drive the market, right? And also, as we know, Tesla is an alpha on the market. Let's talk on the technical side, but what do we have coming up tomorrow? Because it is very, very important. So today we opened up, we came in $5.33 was our resistance level, resistance level, a support level, and we couldn't hold it. We break down all the way to the next was sitting at $5.33. You can clearly see that we came very close at one time at $5.34. We come up, we got supported one time, then we actually broke through and came back again, and we kind of ended today at $5.33, folks, and was my support level. Go watch in the video. I'm not making it up. I did talk about my resistance level and my support level on every video, and I did mention the two key levels. And sure enough, today we set dead on at $5.33, right? 5-day chart, like I said, it just came booming. It definitely is a new day today, but that's why we're gonna shift the gear to the 1 month, right? 1 month chart. And why I'm gonna say it is something that is exciting me to see, right? It is not a confirmation yet, right? So don't, I know some people might have the mixed feelings on that, but check this out, folks. Double bottom, right? What does a double bottom looks like, right? And I want to show you guys on this chart, right? I know it's not a exact confirmation yet, but it's very close to that. A double bottom comes down, up, go down, right, and go shoots up, right? Even though we came over here, right, down, up, shoot down, up, and now is it a potential to go breakthrough on that? Who knows, right? But we have been tested twice right here, 1, 2, 3. So right here, 1, 2. So I want to see if it's gonna break out on that moment, or it is another reversal coming up on that, right? So I'm very curious to see that, even though we came and tested and we kind of got rejected right up here at the same time, right? But I'm, like I said, I'm very keen to see that, because we kind of created also a universal, a double top, right? It also can be a double top as well, right? Where a double top is showing an M formation, which is more as an M formation right now rather than a double bottom. And unfortunately, on an M formation, it is a downtrend, right? I know I did mention it's a double bottom. Is it a double bottom or top bottom? But you can clearly see that we came from top, tested it, made a M right here. It is creating this M sign right here. So unfortunately, it is bound to break at the bottom more than that. I know none of you guys want to hear that. I definitely don't want to hear that, right? I was very keen to see if it's a double top, double bottom, or it's a top bottom. But clearly, it is a double top, not a double bottom, a double top, and an M formation, right? Right here, it is forming an M formation, and let's see if it breaks down on that, right? But that's on a 1 month chart, right? Whereas on the 3 month chart, I know some of you guys must be worrying, Mr. Singh, you are always a bull. I am always a bull, right? But when he's a bear, you always gotta understand when he's a bear, right? It clearly shows there's an M formation right here of a double bottom, because we can't break, right? The magic pink line is sitting at, which is my pink hair, it's $5.90. We can't break it, right? In the blue line, it is sitting, which is my 60-day EMA, it's sitting at $35.66. We can't break it. Unfortunately, if we don't get a good news tomorrow, it is coming down again, right? If Mr. Lee Williams does not mention it, and we're gonna go test of low at $5.01, it's gonna be the next one. I really don't want to do it, but on the technical side, we got to keep our emotions away, and we'll go on the technical side as usual. So what we're going to do is we're going to have another support level, right? another support level coming in, and what it's gonna look like. So another support level, I'm gonna draw it right now, and it's gonna be none other than sitting at $5.01. $5.01. It's gonna be another support level sitting right here, right? And it's gonna do that. It's gonna fluctuate tomorrow a lot in the morning, especially the market opens up. It's gonna fluctuate a lot, a lot. I know. I was expecting to be a double bottom, but it's a double top bottom where it is an M notification. It is going to be showing a downtrend right now if the news does not push it, right? If it doesn't push it, I've seen it time and time. Even though it shows the double bottom, uh, it will push, sorry, a double top. If it doesn't give us the good in positive news, we break it. But you can clearly see that the pink line is the moving average sitting at $5.90, and do that. But have a plan, folks, because I know I'm sitting at my average at $5.80, right? I know what I'm gonna do when next is coming up is to load more shares, but I'm gonna wait and see until it's where they find his base again. If he breaks out, if he's gonna be trading right here, or it's gonna come out, because right now we've been trending downtrend. You can clearly see that, and time we could not break our beautiful pink line, which is sitting at $5.90, and we are struggling, and we are struggling at a big time right now, right? Like I said, we've been struggling at a big time right now, and you can clearly see that as I drawn on my 6 months, this is all the way, and I'm going to go back to 1 year, right? What is going to be the next one if you go back? And you can clearly see that I have to go all the way, folks, all the way to the 5 year chart, right? And the 5 year chart, and which means I need to clean up all my support level, resistance level right up here, right? When the time comes in, I will draw it. I'll clean up my chart a little bit better for you guys to see it, because I'm going to make sure we do it. But we are been struggling. We are been struggling because of the high operating cost, and NIO is not producing something that they're producing great vehicles, but sometimes the fundamental does not indicate the price on that, right? So buckle up, fasten your seatbelt, because it's going to be a very creative ride tomorrow in the morning, right? What are my expectation? My prediction is tomorrow that is going to come up with the news that is going to push it, but it's not going to hold the $6 mark and going to come back around that area. But it's a clearly an M. An M. What is an M? One more time, I'm going to show you guys before I let you guys. If you have missed it or you have a confusion what I'm trying to say, it is going to be right up here. And it's a technical analysis. It's a double top, right? A double top. It is an M, right? And it is an M means it is in downtrend. You can clearly see it goes up, down, up, and M, right? Usually when they have an M right here, guess what? It pushes down on that, and we're sitting on the $5.33. Let's see what we have come in play for tomorrow. But I'm excited. I was Mr. Libanium. It's gonna pronounce some good news. Whereas if you're a bull like me, you're gonna have something. Because this is my long-term investment, and that's why I have a lot of money in that, and which I shared on my last time on my portfolio. So stay tuned for the next video coming up. Is gonna be on Wednesday. I'm gonna put a video out on Wednesday to see what we have. Usually I don't do the videos on NIO on Monday. I usually do it on Tuesday, but today I wanted to do it because I want to bring you guys an attention. This is a process of a double top with me showing an indication of a downtrend. I'm not here to discourage you or anything. I'm here also as a bull, but I want to share what's about to come. But if you get a good news coming up, we'll have some good indication for the future for NIO and for stockholders like us. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video coming up. Thank you.